Hello everyone and welcome back to Mega Man. Unfortunately, G-Shy Guy and my brother are gone, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be energetic. So last time we took on 3 of the robots, actually no, 4, sorry. And we, again, we're like more than halfway done with the game now because, well, at least halfway done with the Robot Masters because, every single time! God, okay. You already know what I'm talking about if you watched the previous episodes. But, God. There's only 6 Robot Masters in this game. This is before they actually added 8. And this is also before they added, Mega Man having a higher jump in when he's underwater. Even though it doesn't make sense at all anyway. That he would jump higher. This is probably the most realistic one, but whatever. I should not be questioning realism in a Mega Man game. But yeah, now we're taking on Iceman. He is probably one of the hardest stages in the game if you do not have this magical thing right here, the Magnet Beam. Or the Magic Beam. I don't know why I called it that, but I just thought of that just now. It's not like I planned it or anything. And no, I actually didn't plan it, so yeah. But yeah, seriously, going back to the extra life, I have every single freaking time at the beginning of an episode, I get an extra life at the beginning of the episode. It's like, I'm not complaining, because, you know, it's an extra life. And now we have this crap again. Actually, I would say Iceman has probably one of my favorite tracks in the game, honestly. Actually, Mega Man 1 soundtrack is actually kind of good. It's actually pretty good. Ah, crap. It is actually pretty good. It's just, you know, I don't think it's the best in the series. I honestly prefer Mega Man 3 soundtrack a lot. I don't know why. Well, at least that's one of my favorite soundtracks in the series. It's actually one of my favorite Mega Man games. At least in the classic series. But yeah, I know I said this before, but I don't think I'll be able, I might do the entire classic series, and if I do, well, we'll just have to see me rage at Mega Man and Bass. I mean, ugh. I don't know if I'm going to. I might just do the games on the NES. I mean, if I do Mega Man and Bass, I'm obviously going to do the Super Nintendo version, which is only released in Japan, but thank God for emulators, which means I can replay it. It means I can play the Super Nintendo version. And by the way, this is the hardest part of the stage, unless you have Magnet Beam, and holy crap, that was lucky. Oh. Alright, that was actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. Yeah. But going back to Mega Man and Bass is like the hardest Mega Man game ever, I swear. It is so freaking cheap. It is... Ugh. Oh. Whatever. But, yeah. The Game Boy Advance version is worse and it's harder because... Game Boy Advance games, if it's like a port of an original game, it has like a, you know, it has a possibility of doing like screen crunch. Screen crunch is basically when the game is like the game more, it's like it doesn't show as much on screen. It focuses more on the character you're controlling, which is not an advantage at all because you're not seeing stuff as well. Super Nintendo version, I'm going to do if I ever do the entire classic series. I have not beaten the game up to this point. I'm attempting to beat it from time to time, but let's not talk about Mega Man Base. Let's talk about Iceman because we're at him right now. So, Iceman, it's kind of similar to Elecman in the sense that he kills you in 3 hits, but Elecman's weapon also kills him in 3 hits. I don't know why Fireman isn't his weakness, but there you go. Okay, now we're going to be taking on Fireman. And I actually really like Fireman's soundtrack too, actually. So, Fireman, I would say he's probably one of the hardest bosses in the game because I think he has a pattern, I'm pretty sure, but his pattern is like, I honestly don't really see his pattern that much. He throws like so many fire, he shoots so much fire at you, and it's like, it's really hard. Like, when I played the Wily Wars version of Mega Man 1, and I fought Fireman, he was so much easier. Because he only fires like one fighting at a time after you hit him. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. Sorry, that was me. I wasn't paying attention. That was my laptop. I was paying attention to my laptop. But, yeah. His pattern, I can hardly see his pattern, which makes me kind of dread the boss rush in this game. Because the boss rush is different from the rest of the series. It's not like one of those things where... Actually, I'll explain it once we get to it. But, I think I did mention that the gravity is very screwed up, and even with the magnet beam, after it runs out, stop hitting me. After it runs out, after the platform disappears, Mega Man just falls really really fast, and it's really I don't like that. I mean, they fix it in Mega Man, the rest of the Mega Man games at least. What the hell was that? I did not... I was pushing up. Okay, well, I'm not going to cut because the checkpoint's right here. That was really weird. Anyway. Stop hitting me. Alright. I totally forgot what I was saying. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember what I was saying. Probably the Mega Man games I'm not looking forward to playing is... Probably 4 and 5. Well, actually, the 4 isn't that bad. 5 is just boring, which is why I'm not looking forward to it. 5 does nothing new to the series. I've heard a lot of people say that, and then I played it for myself, and they were right. I was like, wow, this is really boring. And I don't know why. When I played Mega Man 6, I was playing through the rest of the classic series in a really really short time, and I was basically tackling all the classic games in a row, and yeah. Mega Man 5 bored me the most, because after that, when I played 6 was great. 6, I had so much fun with 6. I don't know why, but I did. Maybe it's because it added, the rush power-ups and stuff, but regardless, 6 is a really, really great game. I mean, I don't think it's, that great, but it's a good game, and I'm on 1 point of health. What am I gonna do? Can you drop health? Oh, okay. Extra life, that always works. Health, kind of. Please! I have no chance. But let's do it anyway. Iceman is his weakness. Completely backwards, by the way. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Let's do it! Look at this. You cannot jump over all of this crap that he's throwing, and I was doing a pose for victory. Yeah, enjoy your victory pose, Fireman. It's not gonna last long. Also, I'm not looking forward to the Wily Castle in this game. This is probably... I wouldn't say... Well, I don't know if the Wily Castles are, one of the hardest castles in the series. I will say that the boss at the end, of one of the stages, is really brutal. But, speaking of brutal... Well, actually, Fireman's not that brutal, but... Speaking of bosses, we're back at Fireman again. And, seriously, how are you supposed to do this? Plus, he leaves fire on the ground after he shoots this stuff. And I disappeared. Alright. Alright, guys. Well... to make this climactic, I'm going to tackle Dr. Wily in the next episode of Mega Man. So I'll see you guys then. I can do it.